Hi, Lynn Roxy with Roxy Piano Lesson number 6. You'll learn a song called Walk to a Tie. A tie is a curved line between the same two notes. You'll also learn a whole rest. Rests are measured silence. What you don't play is as important as what you do play. You'll learn a bass staff and a grand staff. That's when you put the treble staff and the bass staff together, they become grand. And then your hands will be in the C position, so I'll show you what that is as well. Here we go.
Walk to a tie. I'll play it for you first. Ready? And C. So there are several things I want to tell you before we get started playing it. Your left hand is directed to rest, and that's that box beneath a line there. That's called a whole rest. It means that you rest for a whole measure. So it means what it says. And that is the bass clef on those 5 lines and 4 spaces. Remember, that's a staff. So the bass clef on the staff is the bass staff. When you put that together with the treble staff, you get the grand staff. You'll walk to a tie. A tie is a curved line between the same two notes. So you'll see that F there in the second measure tied to another F. You play the first F, but you don't play the second F, but you hold it. So a quarter note gets 1. A whole note hold it gets 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. So I'll hold that F, 5 counts. Same thing when I get to the C tied to a C, I'll hold that 5 counts. And that's how a tie works. Let's try your right hand alone. Your left hand can just stay in your lap for a little while. Middle C, get your thumb. And then you're going to walk right on up the white notes to the F. Here we go. Ready. And C, 2, 3, 4. Walk up to F. You're walking to a tie. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop right there. Now you'll start on F and walk back down to C. F. Ready? And F. Walk back down. C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop there. You'll start on C, but this time you're only walking up to E. Then you'll repeat the E and go down to D. So let's start on the C, D, E. Ready? And C, D, E. Half note. Play the E again. 1, 2, 3. Now you play the D in the middle of the 2 black notes. 3, 4. Okay. If you need to stop and practice that, that's fine. Here's the left hand. My right hand can go on my lap. 5 on C, and the first, I think it's 6 measures. The first 6 measures are the same as the right hand. It only changes for the last 2 measures. But for some reason, like 95% of the students that I've taught say that the bass clef in the beginning is a little bit more difficult to read than the treble clef. But don't worry about that. We'll get through it. And you're playing the same thing, that the treble clef did. So 5 on C, and then you'll walk on up to F there. Ready? And C, 2, 3, 4. Play C again. Walk up to F. There's the tie. 4, 1, 2, 3. Stop right there. Make sure your fingers are curved. Play the F again. Walk back down to C. Ready? F. F, E. Walk down. 1, 2, 3. Stop right there. Once again, you'll start on C and only walk up to E. Then you'll play a D in the middle of the two black notes and end 5 on C. All right, well, let's play C, D, E. Ready? And C, D. Now play 4 on D. 2, 3, 4, C. 2, 3, 4. So then try the whole song. Once you practice it in little groups like this, then of course put the whole thing together. Now, there's something in this lesson which I think is really fun. It's called Bowling for Keys. And it incorporates a glissando, which is this. It's a lot harder. No, it sounds a lot harder than it is. It's actually pretty easy. So what I just did was I used the third and fourth finger, or maybe just the third. It's up to you. And then I just right on up the white keys like that. You can also play a black key one. Then I use the pad of my third and fourth finger like this. Actually, the second finger gets involved with that. You can do that on the black keys. For this lesson, I've just really used white key glissando. So a descending glissando, I use my thumbnail like that. It doesn't really work that well if you have nail polish on, because I've ruined, not really ruined, but I had to clean off many pianos, even Steinway grands and some really nice instruments, and I have nail polish on. I did a glissando and looked like I had crayons all over the keys. So it's really better without nail polish. Okay, so again, you can do the white key glissando like that. You can use this and do a black key glissando. It sounds pretty impressive. It's not that difficult. So with the bowling for keys, if the note, for instance, is a G, well, let's say the first note is actually written is this G, then you'll glissando down with your thumb, with your right hand, and then play the note with your left hand. You're bowling for the G, like that. If it says C, and you write in these exercises, you'll know these notes before you get started with this, then you bowl down to C, like that. I bowled a lot, like every week when I was in elementary school. And then the ball return sends the ball back. So now we'll do a glissando up. The left hand will cross over and play whatever key you're after. Like if it says D, you'll glissando up and then play a D. You know how it works by now. If it says B, you'll glissando up and play B. All right. Have fun.
Together you and me make perfect harmony. I hear a rhapsody